the system is holding them back and that it's some kind of invisible white man that's stopping them from being able to do something. And that shit makes my skin crawl. That shit makes my blood curdle. That I can't even tell you the feeling that I have seeing scared ass black men like that. So what you basically telling me is you're gonna fail in life because you're scared of what the white man gonna do to you. I can't stand stuff like that. All the excuses in the world, and then you guys start coming with all of this fresh and fit stuff. Let me put you guys up on game. Fresh nor fit was two niggas that the black community was ever going to be dependent on to do anything. You are. I'll repeat that. They were never two niggas that were going to help the black community ever. They don't even fuck with black women. They were never going to help the black community. These are the guys that you guys are getting all your information from. This is where you guys are getting all of your anger from. There's another thing. The kind of girls that he's talking about ain't none of you niggas fucking. Let's be honest. The kind of girls that these dudes is talking about, you niggas ain't fucking with them kind of girls anyway. Most of y'all dusty. Most of y'all don't comb y'all goddamn hair. Most of y'all don't get haircuts on a regular basis. Most of y'all are not clean cut. Most of y'all are not economically viable to these women. I don't know why all of y'all think that you're going to complain about women that you wasn't going to be able to get anyway. Shooting clean out of the gym. You got a shack shot pulling three-pointers from Curry distance. It's excuses. It's excuses. The reason you don't have a woman and that you don't have a family is because you're not the best you that you are supposed to be. You're not trying as hard as you could be. Stop it. How many ideas, how many dreams, how many goals, how many things have came into your head that you haven't applied yet? If a girl wanted to sit down and talk about some kind of business with you, you are lost in the conversation. If I wanted to sit down and talk some kind of business to you, you are lost in the conversation. Not being the best you that you could ever be. You ain't did a push-up in 5 years. Ain't did a push-up in 5 years. Ain't worked hard at nothing since you was a child working on probably your goddamn science project, and you ain't worked hard on that either. It's excuses. It's excuses. I make no excuses for myself. If there's something that hasn't been done, it's because I haven't got a chance to do it yet. Why haven't I got a chance to do it yet? Because I've been bullshitting. Y'all scared to admit y'all just been bullshit. Y'all playing games. Y'all playing games. And meanwhile, while y'all playing games, the women are out here doing y'all job. And it makes it hard to defend men. It makes it hard to always put the blame on women. It makes it very difficult when you see women out here willing to work 2 jobs to be able to live by herself in a house that she likes and take care of the kids. She'll go out there and work the 2 jobs. She'll go to college and put herself $100,000 in debt. She'll sit there and talk business to men who don't even want to hear business being spoken to from her. She'll take all of the time to go out and do that. Meanwhile, you sitting around complaining about her. It's sad. It's sickening. It's sickening. Disgusting that you sit around playing these games and it's most of the dudes that got the most to say about women. If you 18 to 30, you shouldn't even be thinking about women. What the fuck are you even thinking about that for? 24-year-old women want 35-year-old guys. You 24, she 24, you got no shot. Smash when you can. Besides that, work on your motherfucking craft. Work on being the best you that you could be. Dive deep into that career that you were talking about. Go back to trade school. Get on the YouTube University. Learn a new skill. Learn to edit some videos. Stop wasting your time constantly thinking about women. The reason that it aggravates you so much, most of you guys, when it comes to women, is because your whole life revolves around them. Your whole life revolves around them. I'm married and my life don't revolve around my goddamn woman. Money comes first. The hustle comes first. Whatever you diving into, that comes first. There's no excuse. The children don't come first. The woman don't come first. As a man, you are completely useless if you cannot provide. And we've gotten to a point where that's a bad thing to say. That's a bad thing to say now. Now men, oh, you just want to use me as a utility? That's what you're for. What do you mean she's supposed to be paying on a date? That's what you're for. Am I missing something? Did y'all grow up around the same kind of men that I grew up around? That's what you're for. I need a man that can protect and provide. Oh, that's all y'all think men are good for. It is. Until children are born. Y'all speaking before children are born. Y'all talking about just regular dating. Excuses. Oh, my baby mama ain't letting me. Excuses. Oh, the system, the white man is holding me back from excuses. And it's only black people doing this. That's what makes me so mad. It's only us coming with these fucking excuses. White folks over there doing Asians over there doing the Indians over there doing Mexicans is busting us upside the motherfucking medulla. And meanwhile, we still sitting here complaining about shit that ain't even happening and things that are in our control. Now men are learning to be emotionally intelligent. Since when? For what? Emotionally intelligent. Why are you even feeding into the emotions in the first place? Why are you even thinking about that in the first place? It's very few emotions that men need to deal with. Very few. Anger, rage, passion, compassion at times. That's about it. As long as you can control those couple of things, you're fine as a man. You're fine. What do you mean emotional intelligence? That's for women. Then y'all wonder why women are saying they're having a hard time finding the guy that they want. Because y'all act like them or worse. Y'all argue with women all goddamn day long. Y'all will be on your phone. Supposed to be working. You got a job you're supposed to be doing. You got videos that need to be edited. You got songs that need to be recorded. You could be doing an extra shift at your job. They called in. You said no because you mad at something that your girl doing. What the fuck are you doing? Spending all day typing on your motherfucking phone, arguing with a woman. Y'all don't find it true that women say it's zesty for a nigga to argue with her? Well, she just doesn't want to be held accountable. You hold her accountable by getting the fuck out. You hold her accountable by cutting her off. You don't hold a woman accountable by arguing with her. You don't argue with no woman. That's like talking to a brick fucking wall. You can't argue with her feelings. Excuses. I need you guys to focus. I need you guys to dig deep. I need you guys to use that mind of yours. There's no way I can't have a conversation with most of you men about business because y'all know more about Fresh and Fit than you know about motherfucking business. Y'all know more about red pill content than y'all know about business. Y'all still on the LLC kick. Everybody still want to start this LLC, not even knowing that for starting the LLC, you may as well just do a 1099. It's not even worth it. Y'all haven't dived any deeper than COVID. After the Rona was over, all of the economic growth, all of the ideas that people had, all of the businesses that they wanted to start just stopped. The second that the world opened back up and y'all realized that y'all had to get back to work, y'all had gotten so lazy that y'all gave up on all of that. You stopped the growth. You stopped learning. You stopped listening. You stopped taking courses. You stopped putting back into your business. For what? For what? Some of y'all 30 years old still talking about ops. 30, 32, 33, 34. You talking about ops. You about to break a hip walking. 30 plus talking about ops. What the fuck you mean ops? You still spinning blocks. Your main circle is teenagers. If you 30 plus years old and your main circle is all of your young niggas, all of your young hitters, you are a fucking loser. No one's told you that. The big homies got everybody so scared that no one can afford to tell these niggas that they're fucking losers. You're 30 years old plus, riding around gripped up everywhere that you go with a bunch of 15-year-olds talking about ops. You're a loser. You have failed at life. Your mother disappointed with you. Your father disappointed with you. Your grandmama saying she ain't raised you like that. These is the niggas that you praise. These is the niggas that y'all like watching. I'm not even entertained by that. I can't listen to no grown-ass man tell me about no ops. And he broke. Mama living in shambles. Little brother and sister could barely eat the way that they need to. You live in a food desert. You don't know how to grow no food. You don't know how to earn no money. You ain't got no hands-on skills, but you got ops. You're a failure, especially to black people. You are a black failure. And because you the big homie, niggas ain't gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that. You're a fucking loser. Don't come to me talking about no ops. Don't come asking me nothing about no NBA young boy. What the fuck am I doing following a 20-year-old? I'm about to be 31 this year. I have no business knowing what NBA young boy is doing. I don't know. Nothing he does interests me. He's never talking anything about no business. That's why I like niggas like Dolph. He's never talking no economics. Name one time that you heard YoungBoy speak about economics. Never. He can't. He could barely speak English. No way I should be able to associate with anything he's fucking talking about. None of it entertains me. Don't ask me about no love and hip hop. I don't know nothing about no love and hip hop. None of that shit entertains me. None of it brings a bag. None of it makes me closer to getting the crib that I want. None of it makes me closer to being able to get the land that I want. None of it is viable fucking information. I don't know nothing about these rappers. I don't know nothing about these entertainers. And all through my comment section on YouTube, all you see is black people complaining that these entertainers don't help them. They can barely read. How you expect an NBA young boy to help the black community? Every time he's shooting, who's it at? Every time he's sending the hitters, who's it to? But these are the people you're looking to repair the black community. We need them to be able to wake up and put some money back into the black community. I'm not relying on them niggas. For what? They can't even help themselves. They in and out of prison. They can't control their emotions. They painting their fingernails. They still out here making 30 children. I'm not listening to none of them niggas. I'm not expecting none of them to be able to do nothing. There was a video where Dr. Umar said that rappers and entertainers are unable to invest back into the black community because of white folks. But they could buy a $30,000 chain. They could buy a $100,000 watch. They could come through my neighborhood and tell me about how broke I am while they pull up in their Lamborghini and beat their horns. They could come and shoot music videos in the hood, but they can't invest no money back into the hood. Funny. Holding money like it's a Sony boombox in the same hood that they're not allowed to invest into. That's why I don't listen to niggas like that. Failures, losers. Any black man that come to me complaining about the white man, the first thing that ring in my motherfucking head is loser. Ain't nobody scared of them. Y'all like to talk about the niggas with the sheets. I can't say it on YouTube. Y'all like to talk about them. Ain't nobody scared of them niggas. Y'all think we worried about them pulling up in 2023? Do you guys not see the AI reels? Do you guys not see the AI streams? Do you guys not see the AI influencers? You don't even have to have a face in 2023 to get this bag, and y'all still making excuses. You don't even have to have a face. You don't even have to use your voice. You can type it in the AI, does it for you. Still making excuses. Every camera today that you guys got, all of them iPhones, everything comes with a 4K camera attached to it, and you're still saying, I need a camera to be able to do my videos. I've always shot my own videos. I've always edited my own videos. Guess what camera I used? The same 4K camera that you paid $1,200 to carry around in your pocket. Excuses. Excuses. Why haven't you released more music? I'm waiting on the engineer. Well, you've been waiting on the engineer for a year. You telling me in a year's time you couldn't have figured out how to mix and master the song? Your goddamn self excuses. Excuses. And I don't accept excuses. I don't like listening to black folks sound like that. I don't like us looking that weak in front of all of the other races, where all we ever got to do is complain. Talk about why something's holding us back. Talk about why the police is out here doing this. Do y'all not see Chicago where they shoot 400 niggas in the weekend? Do y'all not see Philly where they shooting over 400 niggas in the weekend? Do y'all not see St. Louis where they shooting over 400 niggas in the weekend? And we worried about cops killing 4? They do 4 to 10 a year. You lost 4 to 10 in the last couple of months. Don't tell me about no white cops. Don't tell me about no white folks. They shouldn't even come up in no conversation when it's talking about accountability for black people. All the niggas out here making all of these children that they ain't taking care of. Ain't no white man make them do that. Out here causing more poverty. Out here creating more shooters. Then you got the nerve to be one of the gang leaders making all of these children. You in pictures throwing up gang signs with these children. And you think I'm worried about the white man? No, it's niggas I got to worry about. It's y'all. And no one will tell them this. As soon as I see 30-plus-year-old niggas, yeah, you know I got ops out here, loser. You ain't getting no money. You ain't getting no money. It ain't no way that every day I'm making money and I'm thinking about another nigga. Y'all even group up in cars together to go link up with another nigga. Y'all don't even got girls no more. Music videos be 800-900 niggas, 3 million pistols, no girls. None. Zero. Then you do an interview and these niggas could barely speak English. And I'm supposed to look up to you. You're supposed to be a role model to my children. My children will never discover who half these rappers fucking are. Ask my son who Lil Baby is. Ask my son who some of these people are. Never. Never. They're not even allowed to listen to them. For what? What are you going to gain from listening to a Lil Baby? What are you going to gain from listening to a Gunna? You're going to become a drug addict like them. So no, you're not listening to them niggas. I don't listen to them niggas. So my kids ain't going to listen to them niggas. For what? To gain what? To gain what? And y'all wonder why people, Andrew Tate is the ones who got the ears of the youth. Because he's going to tell them the raw and uncut truth. Don't nobody give a fuck about your feelings. No one cares. Oh, you feel sad today. No one cares. No one. Oh, girls just want to use me for my money. What else are you worth? What else are you worth? Do you know how many girls out here are just looking to be led in the right direction? But what are they supposed to do when they meet a nigga walking in circles? You don't even know that you're walking in a circle. Your friends won't tell you that you're walking in a circle. Y'all applying for jobs accepting $17 an hour when there's harder jobs out here that will pay you $25 to $30 an hour. And versus you learning the skills to get the $25 to $30 an hour, you will settle with the 16 or 17. Loser. Loser. And I don't feel bad about calling y'all no loser. Men are always so hard on me for the way that I speak to men. I don't give a fuck about what you niggas think. Where has you speaking to them got them? Where has being soft and rockabye baby got these boys? They got them out here lost. They don't know what they're doing. It was bad in my generation because we kind of didn't know what we were doing. This new generation has no idea what they're doing. They don't know. They can barely apply for a job. They don't know how. Learn a skill. What's that? I know how to shoot at niggas. I know how to scam. I know how to trap. But that's about all I know how to do. And it's mainly the men's fault. Because if you were around, he would have goals. He would have aspirations. He would have a superhero in his house that he aspires to be like, but you left. You smashed, you dashed. When she hit you a month later and said she was pregnant, you dashed again. And it's them kind of niggas creating all of the children in the neighborhood. So sure, I have to hold women accountable for sleeping with these guys. But to just completely let the men off the hook is crazy. It's crazy. When them stray bullets is hitting auntie's house, that's from one of your man's kids. It's the most popular niggas making all of these kids. You're not going to tell me that you be in the same hood as these popular niggas and you don't know them. You don't associate with them. These is their kids doing this. And some of them are promoting it. Where'd they get it from? My daddy's music video. Yeah, I see my daddy's music video. He's waving guns all in the camera. I want to be just like daddy. When my son says that he wants to be like me, he's talking about the guy that wakes up every morning, no matter how late that he stayed up. He's talking about the guy that every time that he says he's going to do something, he does it. He's talking about the guy that has always had dreams and aspirations to make him better than I am. So when my son says he wants to be like me, it's a proud moment. I don't know how y'all can be proud of y'all circumstances. Y'all don't have nothing that you can give the children. Nothing. No hands-on skills that they can have a job with forever. Y'all still preaching this college shit for young boys. I don't even think elementary school is for young boys. I don't think no 8-year-old boy is designed to sit in the classroom for 8 hours in one spot and listen to a teacher tell him about some bullshit. He want to explore. He want to be in the woods. He want to break shit. He want to fix shit. He don't want to sit in this classroom and learn about these goddamn colors. This take 20 minutes. Red, blue, purple, green, yellow, okay. I want to ride the bulldozer. So I don't think no schools is designed for young boys. That's why I homeschool. And we're going to keep this nice and simple. I'm going to homeschool you all the way up until high school. From high school, you'll get your GED. From your GED, you'll be going into trade school. Whatever trade you decide to take up while you're in trade school, we'll open a business in afterwards. Even if I have to go to trade school with you to learn whatever trade that you learn in, we're going to learn this motherfucker together and we're going to start a family business with that. We'll grow from there. On top of the businesses that I already have. This is how y'all should be thinking with y'all children. Y'all don't invest into the children because y'all don't see a bag being made back off of the children. I do. I have no problem making money with my children. White folks ain't got no problem making money with their children. Asians ain't got no problem making money with their children. It's only in the black community where it's like blasphemy to want to make money off of your fucking children. I put in all this work, paid all this money, listened to all this crying, had to be there to fuck you up when it was necessary, and you think I'm not recouping none of this? You crazy. I'm not investing this much into you to get nothing back other than a great child. No, I do. It cost a lot to raise you. You wanted a lot of Jordans. You needed tablets. You ate a lot of food. I had to put you in a lot of different classes. Them boxing matches you was taking, them shits wasn't free. That gym we was going to wasn't free. That tutor that was coming through, that wasn't free. I need that back. Yeah, I need that back. And ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Oh, you're just going to use your children? Sure, they use me. That's how you build. This is why the average white household income is busting the black income over the head. Because when you got to count for white in-home incomes, it's usually the mom working. It's usually the dad working. Both of the kids got a job. So when the census people come through and they calculate how much that household is making, the household is making around $400,000. Can you imagine the house that they can afford with that together? Meanwhile, in the black community, our women are trying to make $400,000 by themselves. Our men are trying to make $400,000 by themselves. Ain't got a clue in the world as to what to do to make that level of money. They don't know. They have no idea. Ask the average black person, what kind of job could you do to make $400,000? You could be an entrepreneur. Very ambiguous answer. There's no solidified answer when you ask black people, what are the kind of skills or jobs that can make you $400K a year? The immediate thing that jumps into their head is rapper, entertainer, athlete. Rapper, entertainer, athlete. Ask another race this question. They got some answers for you. Construction businesses, plumbing businesses. And you guys always think small scale when you're thinking about this. Every Walmart that had to get built needed plumbers. They all needed construction workers. Every CVS that goes up needs plumbers, needs construction workers, needs HVAC. Every mall that goes up needs plumbers, needs construction workers, needs HVAC. You guys are always thinking on a local small level. There's commercial real estate. And we could get into that just as easily. But y'all play games. Wanting to be rappers, athletes, and entertainers. My son ain't even allowed to play sports. For what? For what? Get beat up out there on that field for what? And got to insure yourself? Never. The average athlete and entertainer is broke 3 years after they retire. Made millions of dollars throughout their career. They're broke 3 years after they retire. The average doctor is not broke 3 years after they retire. It just doesn't happen like that. A lot of family wealth was built off of those blue-collar, hands-on skills. Plumbers, HVAC, construction, welding. That's where the bag is. AI, that's where the bag is. Technology, that's where the bag is. Sure, YouTube got a big bag for you. But what are you going to do in the meantime? Sure, other entertaining things have a good bag for you, but what are you going to do in the meantime? You need something that'll make you the income now. How are you ever going to invest into anything else if you can't get the income now? Don't listen to nobody telling you don't work for nobody. He sounds like a fool. Everybody got to work for somebody at some point. Unless you're just lucky enough to come from money or lucky enough to have stumbled upon something that you didn't have to work. Besides that, the rest of us got to work. Where else is the money going to come from legally to be able to put it into anything else? Excuses. But y'all go ahead and enjoy y'all weekend. I don't want to hear no more black excuses. I don't want to hear nothing about the white man stopping you. I don't want to hear nothing about your baby mama making you so frustrated that you couldn't take that extra day at work. I don't want to hear no excuses as to why that podcast ain't got started yet. I don't want to hear no excuses about none of it. I want you to get to work. I want you to hustle hard. I want you to have that same hunger. You guys played sports before. You know when you was down by 2 and it was a couple minutes left on the clock, that same hunger you got in that very moment, I need you to carry with you every day into life. I don't care if you got to write that shit and post it on your fucking mirror. I don't care if you got to put it on your refrigerator. I don't care if you got to put it on your TV. Make sure that you wake up every day in the mindset that nobody's going to outwork you.